Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Amanda. If you are new here and it's your first time, welcome. Welcome to another episode of The Aspiring Artist. And as you guys saw from the intro, Taylor is not feeling very well today and she was telling Leandro about it, and so he offered to go out to the store and get her some things to help make her feel a little bit better today. But as you guys saw, before he leaves, he decided to message Maeva and tell her about his new look. He did get a haircut. He did decide to switch over to contacts. He's not really sure if he likes it yet, but he did decide to switch over to contacts to try something out in their new year, you know, just to see how he likes it. And he decided to message Maeva about it. And he said, hey, can I see you tonight? I want to show you in person. And she agreed to meet up with him, right? Now, Maeva and Leandro do want to meet up for very different reasons that they will be discussing tonight, but I'm actually going to let him go ahead and head out and get his fiance, who should be his main focus, get her some medication because she isn't feeling very well today. And so while he is heading out, it is very early, it's only 7:30 a.m. We're actually going to check in with Taylor, who is feeling a little bit sick and is actually asleep right now. I'm actually going to have her go ahead and get up so that I can show you guys a want that I have pinned for her, right? Now, Taylor does have a want to critique something from being a snob sim, but I also pinned this want that she had here, to flirt with Wade. Now, if you guys do not know who Wade is one of Taylor and Leandro's friends. He first made an appearance at Maeva's birthday party. I believe that was the first time we saw Wade, was at Maeva's birthday party, and he was kind of a gossiper, you know what I mean? Maeva and Wade kind of had like beef together when he decided to call Maeva when she was at home. This was a while back. He decided to call Maeva when she was at home and tell her that, oh, I heard someone dislikes you. Being disliked is a slippery slope. And the only person who could have told Wade that was Taylor, because Taylor was the only one that was in an altercation with Maeva that night at her birthday party, right? Nobody else was in that altercation. Nobody else could have told Wade about it except for Taylor. And then he decided to call Maeva and tell her about her being disliked and how it's a slippery slope. I find it kind of funny that she has now developed this want to flirt with Wade, one of her and Leandro's friends. I think Taylor knows something is up between Leandro and Maeva. I have no doubt in my mind that she knows, and she's looking at this like, I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna flirt with, you know, one of our mutual friends, and I don't know if she's interested in actually being with Wade. I personally do not like Wade. I feel like Wade is a drama queen. I feel like he likes to gossip. I don't really care for Wade. Maeva doesn't care for Wade, but obviously Taylor cares for Wade, at least in a way that she feels like she could use him to hurt Leandro. So I did go ahead and pin that one for her because I think we should follow it. I think we should see where that goes so that we can see, like, does she really want to do something with Wade, or does she just want to hurt Leandro the same way that he has hurt her? But she did roll this one, and I did go ahead and pin it because I thought it was actually kind of interesting that she rolled a want to flirt with one of their mutual friends at the same time that she is concerned about her fiance cheating on her. But I'm going to let her go ahead and lay back down because, as you guys can see, her energy is not full. Leandro is still out getting stuff from the store, and I'm just going to let her go back to sleep because Taylor is feeling a little bit under the weather, and that is also why she has not gone to meet up with Oceana yet, because she's not feeling her best right now, and she kind of just wants to relax and is, you know, focused on other things. But this is where we're going to leave Miss Taylor for right now, and we're actually going to go check in with Maeva. Okay guys, so we are currently at the spa with Maeva and Steph. This is the same spa that Lena works at currently, Carlos' sister, and they are just here working out together this morning because I don't know if I mentioned it in a video. I know I did put it in a TikTok a while back that one of Maeva's resolutions in the new year was actually to work out a little bit more, not to like get super into the gym, you know, but just to like start getting a little bit more fit and focusing on improving her physical health just a little bit. And so she did invite Steph to come here with her this morning. And y'all, these bikes are loud. So I'm actually going to have them go ahead and get off of these bikes. And because the bikes are a little bit loud, you know, and I don't want them to be like too loud in you guys' ear or something like that. And so I'm going to actually have them come and work out on the treadmills together because the bike's kicking up the noise a little bit. And so, like I was saying, they are here working out together because Maeva does want to get a little bit more fit in the new year than she has been in the past. She did start doing yoga when Lena got her into that, and she was just thinking like, hey, maybe I should also, you know, just do some other things for my physical health and all of that. And so she invited Steph out with her this morning, and they're just getting a little bit of a workout in. It is only 10 a.m. and it seems like Steph is not really enjoying it as much as Maeva is. Like, Steph seems like she's like, okay, let me just get through this. I'm doing this with my friend. I can do this. Let me just get through it, you know? Whereas Maeva is like really focused on like trying to push herself and all of that type of stuff. But oh my God, Maeva, are you okay? Now she hit her face on the treadmill. Oh, that had to hurt, girl. I'm sorry that happened. See, Steph hasn't done that. I know Steph is probably thinking like, see, this is why we shouldn't have come to the gym in the first place. Why would I want her to discourage her? That is so ridiculous. I'm gonna have her tell her a dramatic story. May is just telling Steph like, hey, Leandro messaged me this morning when I was on the way over here, and he asked if he could see me tonight. And I feel like May is just like telling her like, he told me that, you know, he went and got a haircut and all of that type of stuff. And Steph is probably like rolling her eyes at this stuff, right? Because let's see, who's this messaging her? Lily? Ooh. I don't think that Lily is offering Maeva a job. I think this is probably Lily trying to, let's say it's like Linnea, trying to reach out to Maeva on behalf of a law firm to get in touch with her from like last episode about the things with her parents. And I feel like Maeva's gonna go ahead and just decline this call because she doesn't recognize the number. But I like to imagine that is why Lily is reaching out to Maeva, is about getting in contact with her about Linnea and her parents and all of that. And Maeva's going to decline it because she doesn't recognize this number. It's an unknown number. But like I was saying, Steph is kind of like rolling her eyes and like, May, so what? He got a haircut. So, because remember, Steph does not really like Leandro. She does not really care for him at all. And May is like, Steph, I want to go see him. Like, and Steph is like, you just saw him a couple of days ago. And so what if he got a haircut? Like, so? And May is like, what if I questioned you about Milana? You know, because Steph and Milana do work together, and it's pretty apparent that Milana has a little bit of a crush on Steph. And so I feel like May is just kind of telling her like, what if I questioned you about Milana? And Steph is like, Milana is just my work wife at best, May, you know, like kind of like joking with her. Like, she's just my work wife at best. And May's like, same thing. What if I questioned you about Milana? I just want to see him. And besides, I got to talk to him about something anyway. And y'all, the reason why Steph is hating this is because she genuinely does hate it. I just noticed that she has I hate fitness from disliking fitness. Stephanie can't stand this. When will this torment end? Sims who are doing something they dislike are susceptible to fun reduction. Steph is hating this, and she is only doing it for Maeva. It says, having a bad time from Stephanie's preferences. Sims who are exposed to things they dislike for extended periods of time will slowly be driven mad. Try surrounding them with things they prefer instead. Steph is not having a good time at all. She is only here for Maeva. I swear. She does not like working out, and she's trying to decide like if she's even gonna come back. I feel like Steph is probably thinking next time she can get Natalie to come do this or something, because Steph is not feeling it. Like, she's so over it. But I am gonna have them not argue in like a mean way, but just kind of, you know, just kind of like, because Steph just disagrees a little bit with Maeva just continuing to go see Leandro anytime he asks her to, and is not really listening to her. And she's like, what about Reese? Have you talked to Reese at all? And May is like, I text with Reese sometimes, but not all the time. We don't really have anything in common. And Steph is like, how do you know you don't have anything in common, May? You haven't even given him a chance. Like, all you do is run up after Leandro whenever he calls you, asks to see you, and then you just go running. And May's like, I do not do that, Steph. It's just if he happens to ask me to go somewhere and I'm free, then I agree to go with him. And Steph is like, May, that's the problem. Like, he's literally engaged. And May is like, I know that, Steph. That's why I'm going to talk to him tonight. I need to talk to him about it. And I feel like Steph is just like, May, you know what? Do what you want, because it's hopeless to Steph. Like, she keeps trying, you know, she feels like Maeva is just always at Leandro's like beck and call and you know, always going to him whenever he asks to see her. And Steph doesn't really like that, especially because she feels like, you know, Reese is such a great person and she really wants to hook Maeva up with Reese, or at least, you know, get her to give Reese a chance to go on like one date or things like that. And she feels like Leandro just kind of keeps interfering in that with her. And May is like, look, I just need to see him tonight because we have, who is this? Look, you need to leave. Like, why are you in our conversation? Goodbye. But May is just like, Steph, I know you don't like Leandro. I know you feel like he's a bad person. And I know that he's engaged, and I don't try to always run after him anytime he calls. It's not my fault that it lines up perfectly with when I have free time. You know, like that's what Maeve was saying, like it just happens to line up perfectly with when she has free time, right? We know that's not really true, but that's what she's trying to tell Steph, that it just always lines up perfectly, right? With her free time. And she's like, I just need to talk to him tonight. It's actually important. And he just happened to ask to see me. Like, I'm sorry it lined up that way. And you see Steph is thinking like, I don't believe that. She's like, can you just talk to Reese, or like, if he hits you up, just talk to him, you know? Maybe longer than just a few seconds, because he didn't really get to talk to you at New Year's, and he's actually really cool. And May is like, okay, for you, Steph, sure. And so I'm just gonna have her give Steph a hug. She's gonna be like, not the broken hug. Either way, she's going to be like, I'm going to get ready to go home so I can get showered and get cleaned up and all of that, because I got a few more things I got to do today, Steph. And Steph is complaining about fitness, and she's probably like, look, next time you want to come to the gym, maybe call one of the other girls. Give me a break. Okay guys, so May is back home, and I'm going to let her go ahead and get showered and brush her teeth and all of that type of stuff, because she does have a few errands that she needs to run today. So I'm going to actually have her come inside and she can go ahead and get a quick shower. It is only 2 p.m. so she does have plenty of time, but I do want her to just get cleaned up and everything before she starts, you know, running around and all that type of stuff. And she is feeling very flirty right now, which is not surprising because she got to talk to Leandro this morning, which makes her very, very happy. Hey, it's her, you know, she's feeling very happy about that. And so I'm going to also have her come over here and just brush her teeth and just freshen up a little bit more before she gets changed to go out. As you guys can see, Maeva does now have 13,242 simoleons. I did have her do a couple of paintings off screen. I also installed Little Miss Sam's slower painting mod. I think that's what it's called, because I feel like Sims paint way too fast, right? And so I did install that mod. So now it takes her, if she does like a large painting, it takes her about 18 sim hours to complete that painting, which I think is a lot more realistic and also slows down the massive amount of money that can be made from painting in the game. And so I did go ahead and install that, and I had her do a couple of paintings off screen, just so that she could earn a little bit of money so that she could hit her threshold to be able to pay Liana. And that is actually where she's going to get ready to go right now. And so I'm going to have her come back into her bedroom. Y'all, I don't want Maeva to move. Like, I know that she has to eventually because she does deserve more space, but I just love her house. Like, this is her place, and it's so cluttered for her and decorated, and she has art everywhere, and I just love it. I love her place. Okay, she is all dressed. Also notice May has like quite a few enemies right now. She has Carlo, Mark, Selena, and Taylor. But I'm gonna have her go ahead and she could just call Liana really quick just to make sure that she's at home so that she doesn't waste her time going over there. She's like telling her like, hey, I got all the money together and I was wondering if you're at home so I could stop by and, you know, drop it off to you and chat a little bit. And Liana's like, yeah, I'll be at home. Just come on through, you know, I'll see you when you pull up, and yeah, I'm here. And she's like, okay, great, I'll see you in a few minutes. And Liana's like, yeah, see you in a few minutes. Okay guys, so we have made it to Liana's house, and I'm going to have Maeva Come Over Here by Liana. I'm gonna have her give her a hug because it has been a while since her and Liana have seen each other. Let's have her come over here and just give her a quick hug. Liana is sitting in here watching TV, and I don't know if she even noticed that Maeva is coming through the door. Oh, we're gonna actually turn her thermostat off. Actually, it is warm today. I actually could have had Maeva put on something a little bit cooler. I feel like Liana's telling her like, it's burning up in here. I forgot to turn my thermostat off, and May's like, yeah, it's really warm today. I feel like things are not a little bit awkward between Liana and May because they really do have like a business relationship. I feel like Liana feels like she doesn't really know what to talk about with Maeva because they do have Carlo in common. If you guys remember, I did mention that Liana and Carlo did date briefly in the past, very briefly in the past, and she does know about Carlo and Maeva's breakup and everything like that, but she does want to keep it a business relationship. And so whenever they are together, it's kind of just like, you know, the elephant in the room, if you know what I mean. And I feel like Liana would actually offer Maeva a drink, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to control Liana really quickly. Let's see how she's feeling. Oh, she's already feeling a little bit drunk. Maybe Liana doesn't need to offer Maeva a drink, but I just feel like she would. I'm going to have her, let's have her come over here and make a glass of champagne really quickly. And I don't know how she's already feeling drunk. It has to still be from the party because I haven't played with Liana since then. And so I'm thinking that's what it is. Like she's still a little bit drunk from the party. And I'm going to have Maeva come over here and drink this. The fact that Liana is still drunk is just killing me. That is so funny to me. Oh my goodness. And now I'm going to have them both come and sit back down over here. And May's just going to tell Liana like, I have all the money together. I'm good to go on my end. And oh my goodness, that was a little bit awkward, May. Maybe we're going to have to work on that. We're going to have to work on that for real. Oh my goodness. Especially if she wants to make more connections and all of that, we're gonna have to work on that. I feel like May struggles discussing business a little bit, and that's why the interaction kind of wasn't as smooth as it should have been. Everything is good, right? Like we're good for food, we're good for the DJ, and all that type of stuff, right? And Liana's like, yep, it's all covered in the package, so once you pay me, everything is taken care of completely. Liana's gonna be like, I'll take care of all the invoices and hiring everyone and all of that type of stuff. All you have to do is just get your artwork together, you know, get your guest list solidified, and then we're good to go. Oh, they do not have good interactions. Like I don't think Liana and Maeva get along that well on a personal level. It is really a business relationship, I think. I truly do think that. Or maybe, perhaps because Liana and Carlo do work together, maybe he has said something about Maeva to Liana. Like it is a possibility that Carlo has said something about Maeva to Liana. And so I feel like Maeva's gonna be like, I want to get out of this situation. I want to get out of this conversation. I just want to pay for my art space and get on with my day, you know? And so I'm going to actually have her just go ahead and give this money to Liana, because Liana is obviously going through it today and she's not really feeling it with May right now for whatever reason. And so I'm going to have Maeva go ahead and be like, here's all the money, and we do have to take another little bit out of her account. Okay, that brings her down to 10,000. I know she ain't mad about this money. Liana, if you're mad about this money, I swear. Come on, we owe you a little bit more. Oh, Natalie's calling. Natalie says, so I found a ring in Stephanie's bag. I think she's going to propose to me. I don't know what to do. What should I say? Yes? No? Is Natalie feeling a little bit intimidated by Milana? I wonder if that's what that is. Or I wonder if this is Steph trying to say to Natalie, like, I want you to commit to me. I want you to be more affectionate with me. I wonder if that's what that is. If that's Steph trying to just say to Natalie, like, I want you to be more affectionate with me. I want you to be committed to me. All of that. We're going to actually explore that later in another episode. From right now, I'm just going to have Maeva tell Natalie, don't do it. I'm going to have her say don't do it because that's a big commitment. And I don't feel like Maeva thinks either one of them really wants to get married. I feel like Maeva thinks that they just need to work on their relationship. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna have her say, don't do it. And Natalie said, you think so? I wasn't sure, but you're right. I guess it wasn't written in the stars, because I don't think they want to get married yet. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I do think that Steph wants a commitment from Natalie though. Yeah, girl, just take all of our money. Just take all of our money. Go ahead. Just take all of it. Let's see, that was 11,000. Let's do one more. Okay, so she's gonna give her that, and she's just gonna be like, not she mad about the money. Girl, look, Liana, you're mad about the money. You're mad that we paid you the money that we had to for our show. I definitely feel like Carlos said something about Maeva to Liana, because why is she so mad like this? Unappreciated gift, from giving a gift unsuccessfully. Tried to get something nice, but some things just don't seem to be appreciated. Liana, girl, leave me alone, for real. Before we get to fighting up in here. Like, leave me alone. I feel like Maeva's gonna be like, look, I don't know what your problem is, but I gave you the money. I'm gonna have them argue about career, because Liana has a little bit of an attitude right now. And I feel like Maeva, not being very business savvy, is gonna be like, do you have a problem with me or something? And Liana's like, I don't have a problem with you. Like, what are you talking about? And Meg's like, ever since I got here, you've been acting like I did something to you. And Liana's like, it's not that you did anything to me, May. It's just, you know, I've heard some things. You may like heard things from Carlo, because you said that you didn't care about anything between me and Carlo, and that this was about business. And Liana's like, it is about business, May, but I just kind of can't, you know, act like I don't know things. And May's like, well, whatever you think you know, it's a lie. You can't believe anything that Carlos says about me. And Liana's just like, look, I don't have a problem with you. I'm sorry. I just have like a lot on my mind right now, and I'm just really stressed from work. And May is like, yeah, whatever. Just make sure that money gets where it's supposed to go. Like, May did not appreciate Liana having a little attitude when she came over here to pay her the money, you know, for her own show. Let's just keep it business. No, we're about to go. I'm gonna have May go ahead and leave. She's like, I'll see you later. Nice doing business with you. I gotta go. Because, like, what is Liana's problem? Like, whatever Carlos said about Maeva to her, it's totally not true. I mean, it probably is true, but why wouldn't May tell Liana if it's true or not? Anything that she heard about her, like, she doesn't care about having like a close friendship with Liana like that. Okay, y'all, so Maeva is back home, and she's actually starting to get a little bit hungry, which is actually perfect because it is close to dinner time, and she's going to get ready to go out with Leandro. And so I'm also going to have her come upstairs and use the bathroom really quickly before she gets dressed. And you guys saw in the text messages in the intro when Leandro was texting Maeva, he did ask her to wear a dress tonight. And so that's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to put on a dress because Leandro asked her to. And so I'm going to have her come in here and put on her clothes. She's going to wear this pretty blue and white dress. I believe this dress is by Sente. I'm 99% sure that it's by Sente, and Leandro asked her to wear a nice dress tonight, and so that's exactly what she put on, and she's going to get ready to go meet up with Leandro for dinner. So we have made it to the restaurant with Maeva and Leandro. I did build this restaurant specifically for this series, so it is not currently available for download right now. But we have made it to the restaurant, and Maeva and Leandro are getting ready to go in. They are, of course, excited to see each other. Surprise, surprise. And I feel like Maeva is telling Leandro, like, wow, you look really, really good. I love your hair. And she's like, I'm not used to seeing you without glasses though, at least not, you know, outside the bedroom. I'm sorry. But she's like, I'm not used to seeing you without your glasses, you know, outside the bedroom, but you look good. You look very cute, very cute. I did install Little Miss Sam's. I believe it's a lot preference mod, or I can't remember what it's called, you guys. I'm gonna have them, oh, is this table available? Actually, I'm gonna have them request this table up here. I did install Little Miss Sam's lot preferences mod. I'm not sure if that's the exact name of it, but I restricted children from coming to my restaurant lots and all of that type of stuff because I was tired of kids coming in and painting all over the place, y'all. That was getting on my nerves, to be honest, and like ruining the floors and all that type of stuff. So I did restrict children from visiting a lot of my lots, y'all. But I'm going to have them come on in and grab a table. The sun is setting and it was raining when they got here, but I made it sunny because I didn't want it to be raining anymore. I didn't want it raining on their date night, so. Oh, not the hostess got an attitude. Lady, what's wrong with you? You didn't go work that out. How's Leandro feeling? Oh, now he's also flirty, romantic atmosphere. Oh yeah, I did give it the romantic latte. That's right. So they're both feeling flirty, y'all. I set them up. Either way, I'm gonna have them go ahead and order something to eat, even though dine out is always a disaster, but we're going to pretend that it's not going to be a disaster tonight somehow. So I'm going to have both of them get a glass of wine. We're not going to do appetizers. What did I even put on the menu? I'm going to have Mava get the rack of lamb, and I'm going to have Leandro get maybe the roast, and they could just go ahead and get their orders in. And I'm gonna also have him just tell Mava, like, you look really pretty tonight. I like the dress that you chose. And May is kind of like, thank you. I did wear it for you. You asked me to wear a dress, so. Okay, we got our order in. He's like, you look very beautiful. And she's like, thank you. And Mava just pulled out her phone. I feel like maybe Reese has messaged her because of what Steph said at the gym earlier. I feel like Steph probably went and like messaged Reese and was like, can you please, like, you know, start putting some pressure on Mava, anything, reach out to her, talk to her, anything like that. And I feel like Reese has like sent her a text message while she's out at dinner with Leandro. And so she's sitting here texting at the table. Maybe Reese was like, hey, if you're not busy one of these upcoming days, maybe we could like meet up for a coffee or something like that. And May probably messaged him back like, I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. I'll message you later. And Reese was like, okay, cool. And I feel like Leandro is like, who were you talking to? And she's like, a friend. And he's like, which friend? And she's like, Reese, you met him at the party. You remember Reese? And he's like, oh yeah, Reese. Well, you could talk to him some other time, you know? And here he goes pulling out his phone, but you don't see Mava like questioning him about who he's talking to, you know? And I want Mava to bring up to Leandro, because if you guys remember last episode, she told Robin that she was not going to bring this up to Leandro, right? That's what she told Robin. Oh, their food is here. And they're probably not going to be able to eat because I put these huge flowers and candles right here. But the food could just be there for the aesthetics because I don't really care if they can eat or not, to be honest. I just wanted it to look cute. I want her to ask him, so you remember the caterer at the party? Because I didn't pay her that much attention. And Leandro's like, yes, I do. What about her? It's like, so I met up with Robin and I said I wasn't going to bring it up to you, but it's been bothering me, right? Like May has been going over this in her mind ever since her and Robin met up to talk about Oceana. But she's gonna tell Leandro, I met up with Robin and she told me about Oceana being the caterer at the party. And I'm worried about what that means for like whatever this is we have going on, right? And Leandro's like, Oceana was at the party and you know she's like Taylor's best friend, right? And Maeve was like, yeah, Robin told me about that. That's why I'm concerned about it. And Leandro's like, well, don't be concerned about it. I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to worry. That's why I asked her to leave the party halfway through, because I felt like she was there, you know, for the wrong reasons. And Maeve was like, I wish you would have said something about who she was beforehand. And Leandro is like, I did not want you to worry about her being there. I took care of it, May. And Maeve was just like, well, I just feel like it's going to cause trouble between you and Taylor, me and Taylor, and just a whole bunch of mess. And Leandro's like, don't worry about it. She didn't see anything. She doesn't have proof of anything going on between us. She was there doing a weekend gig and I asked her to leave halfway through the party and she doesn't have proof of anything. So anything that she tells Taylor She doesn't have any evidence to back it up. Leandro has the hero personality. No, Maeva does. Maeva has the hero personality archetype. She's eager to demonstrate the courage to prove her worth and confidence. I like that. I think that's a little bit fitting for her. Are eager to demonstrate the courage to prove their worth and confidence. Subsequently, they might end up appearing arrogant by looking for faults in others to feel good about themselves or pick fights. That is literally her and Carlo. Oh my god, that is literally her and Carlo. But I feel like Leandro's telling her like, you're worried about nothing. Like I took care of it with Oceana, and if it does come up between me and Taylor, I'll take care of it. You don't have to worry about it. Ooh, Maeva also has a moodlet saying nosy nuisance for feeling watched. Maeva could feel the gaze of a nosy sim. Were the binoculars really necessary? So obviously this means someone on this lot has the nosy trait, right? But I'm taking it as, because she's talking to Leandro about Oceana and everything that Robin told her, which she said she wasn't going to tell Leandro, by the way. But because she's talking to him about Oceana, Maeva is worried about other people being in their business. That's what she's worried about. That's why she feels like people are nosy. She is worried about other people being in her business. And so I'm just going to have her go ahead and just complain to him really quickly. Why did he stand up to chat? He wants to confess his attraction to Maeva. Leandro, please. Keep in mind, he has a fiance at home that is not feeling very well, right? And he is sitting here on a date with Maeva. She's expressing concerns about his fiance's best friend getting a little bit too close for comfort to their business, right? And here he is while she's expressing herself, and he's sitting here talking about confessing his attraction to her. Leandro, please, please. I love these Sims so much. He's like, look, girl, you look good, okay? Who is this? Who is this? I thought this is the same man from earlier. No, you gotta go again. You know what? I feel like Leandro's gonna be like, look, we've been sitting up here for a while. What if we go sit down by the bar? Let's go sit down by the bar. It's nice out and we can continue our conversation down there. So he's gonna tell Maeva, let's go sit by the bar. I'm also going to have him come down here and make them some drink because I don't feel like they're ready to go. It is already 2 a.m., but I feel like they wanna spend a little bit more time together, right? And Maeva's not done expressing her concerns. And this guy is nosy. Why is he over here thinking about money? Who are you? No, see, that's where we're gonna go sit by the bar. Leandro's gonna be like, let's go sit downstairs, May. May's probably like, can you leave? You're that guy from the gym earlier. Leave. And I'm also going to have Maeva come on downstairs. I'm gonna have her come sit down here while Leandro is making the drinks. We could have just ordered them from the bartender, but Leandro has a pretty good mixology skill, and so I wanted him to just make them for them really quickly. Okay, one for May, one for him. Let's have him sit over here right by her. And I feel like Leandro's telling her, like, okay, like I was saying before we were rudely interrupted upstairs, you don't have to worry about Oceana. She's not like a threat right now or anything. And plus, you're up there messaging other guys anyway, so it's not like we're exclusive or anything like that. And Maeva's probably like, Leandro, you're literally engaged. I'm single. If anyone's more in the wrong here, it's you. Like, he is just completely just like enamored with Maeva. It's ridiculous. Does Leandro like jokes? Yeah, he like Maeva jokes. Yeah, definitely. You could tell. But May's gonna be like, look, it's getting late and this has been a lot of fun, but you need to decide what you're going to do, Leandro. And he's like, what I'm going to do about what? I thought we were having a good time. And May's like, what you're going to do about your engagement? What you're going to do about your relationship, Leandro? Like, enough. You need to decide what you're going to do. You need to make a decision, right? Not the lights went off. I'm going to have them actually go back inside, guys. Let's have them go here together because it is getting late and I feel like they would realistically be getting ready to go because the sun's coming up and they've been out talking and kind of enjoying each other's company all night. But he's gonna be like, why do I need to decide on anything about Taylor? Things with Taylor are what they are. And May's gonna be like, well, I'm starting to feel like It's just not okay, Leandro. It never was. But Leandro is probably telling Maeva, he's like, look, things with Taylor are what they are and I'm handling it. And May's like, well, I'm starting to just really feel the pressure of it just not being okay. Leandro, it's just not okay. He's just gonna be like, okay, I hear you, okay? And he's going to ask her, I'm gonna have him ask about love life because I feel like he's gonna change the subject and be like, have you talked to Carlo yet? And she's like, no, I haven't heard from him. And I kind of haven't been reaching out either. I'm kind of just avoiding it. And Leandro's like, maybe put it off until after your show. You don't need that type of extra stress. Maeva's probably like, you're right. I am thinking about maybe, you know, just talking to him maybe after I have my art showing, just because the stress of it all. And I feel like Maeva's going to be like, well, we should kind of get going. Leandro's like, can I come over? May's going to be like, Leandro, no, you can't come over. What did we just talk about? I just told you about how I felt about this Oceana girl. I just told you about how I feel about you and Taylor and all of that. No, you can't come over. And Leandro's gonna be like, please, I'm not gonna stay long. I just want to come over for a few hours. And I feel like Maeva, because she's Maeva and he's Leandro. See, as y'all see, she's trying to kiss him. She's gonna be like, okay, you can come over, but not after this though. And he's like, okay, not after this. Last time, I promise. And not them kissing over and over. Okay, I guess I'm gonna let them go back to her place because it's obvious they're both with it. Okay, y'all, they are back at Maeva's place and they were both in such a hurry to get back here that they left without even paying the bill. It says, hey, you left without paying your bill of 190 simoleons, so we charged you. Don't forget next time. They were in such a hurry to get back to Maeva's place so they can get it on that they didn't even pay the bill. This is ridiculous. And so they're going to come upstairs because they're both only here for one thing. Ain't no point in beating around the bush. They only here for one thing. And I'm just gonna let them go ahead and just woohoo because that's why they came here together in the first place, right? Maeva could have just come home by herself and Leandro literally has his fiance waiting for him at home and he's here at Maeva's place about to jump into bed with her. The priorities are all messed up. It is also 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm gonna let them do them. And yes, please use protection. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, now that they're done, let's see how they're feeling. Maeva is feeling completely satisfied. They did use protection. She has felt the spark from experiencing a passionate moment with Leandro, of course. They were responsible, which is great. How's Leandro feeling? Completely satisfied from spectacular woohooing. He has a fear of unfulfilled dreams, which doesn't even make any sense, please. And maybe his dream is Maeva, now that I think about it. Maybe that's his fear of unfulfilled. Maybe his dream is Maeva. I'm sorry, maybe that's his fear of unfulfilled dreams. Maybe his dream is literally Maeva. I don't know. Child, anyways, okay. I just think it's funny that he obviously is feeling very flirty. He feels like they had a great time. I'm sure they did. And now he feels like he's missing out on his dreams. And his dream is probably Maeva. And he has felt the spark as well. Same as Maeva. And I'm gonna have him come over here and say goodbye to her because Maeva was very clear that he can't stay after this. He has to go. She wants Leandro to figure out what he's doing. You know what I mean? She's like, you need to figure out what you're doing because this whole thing with Oceana and Taylor has Maeva really, really worried. And so she told him like, you can't stay. You need to go. He's gonna go ahead and change back into the clothes that he had on last night. And what does he want to do? He wants to kiss Maeva. Oh my goodness. Okay, go ahead. And May is like, Leandro, I meant what I said at the restaurant about you needing to figure out like what you're gonna do. You know, you need to figure that out and you can't come back over here. And I feel like he's like, okay, I'm gonna deal with my stuff, May. I'm gonna deal with my stuff and thank you for seeing me tonight. It was a lot of fun. And May's probably like, I had a lot of fun too and it was nice. It was nice going out and I enjoyed seeing you because she did. She was very excited to see Leandro. Like, please. She was very excited to see him. So he's going to go ahead and go. Okay, guys, that is where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.